Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang really just gave us the AI blueprint. And while most investors truly just think about Nvidia or Broadcom or AMD when it comes to AI, they're missing out on a lot. And don't get me wrong, these are some of the most prominent companies in the game. But Nvidia has been one of the greatest stock stories we've ever seen. But here's the problem. When everybody is looking at the same thing, they often miss what's around it. Because Nvidia is the world's biggest company. Jensen Huang has told us where the money is going. And that's important because Jensen isn't another CEO. He's the king of the AI race. And every major AI company is buying Nvidia chips. Every hyperscaler is buying around Nvidia. And every AI model is running infrastructure that Nvidia helped create. So when Jensen Huang talks, Wall Street needs to listen. And sometimes the stock doesn't always respond, but everybody else does. And so he gave us 5 layers, 5 essential layers. He actually said these are the 5 building blocks, not one company, not one layer, but 5. He said chips, he said memory, photonics, compute, and energy. Now, I'm telling you that I truly believe that we are in the first quarter of the AI race. And that's what most people don't understand. Every AI winner you've heard about depends on all 5. Without any one of them, the entire system breaks. So today I'm gonna break down the 5 layers of AI that we need to focus on, the companies inside those layers, and why understanding these can help you make money inside this ecosystem, because everybody knows the king. But the biggest companies often hide themselves inside of the kingdom. So let's talk about it. AI is not a stock. One of the biggest mistakes that investors make is thinking AI is a company. And it's not a company. It's an ecosystem. Think about a city. A city needs roads, electricity, water, buildings, communication, transportation. It's not just ChatGPT. It's not just Claude. So take away one of those things and the city stops functioning. And AI works the same way. You take away one of those things and chips can't live. You take away memory and it slows down. You take away photonics, the traffic jams. You take away compute and it has nowhere to run. You take away energy and everything shuts off. So before we get into these 5, I know it's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. I want to help you learn about this AI thing because there's a lot of money to be made. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe and share this. Help us get to 2,000 likes here, y'all. Let's go. The biggest wealth opportunities come from understanding the ecosystem, the picks and shovels, not chasing the headlines. And let's start with the first layer, which is chips. It's the brain, Nvidia, AMD, Broadcom. And we had a new company just IPO, but we'll talk about them later. If AI were a human body, chips will be the brain. This is where the thinking happens, the processing happens, the training happens, the interference happens. Every time ChatGPT answers a question, a chip is doing that work. Every time an image is generated, every AI video created, every recommendation in the algorithm, every AI assistant, all of those things start with the brain. Now, let's start with the big dog, which is Nvidia. You understand they are the dominant player. Not participants, they are dominant. They built the GPU architecture that is the foundation to AI, and that becomes the number 1. That's the moat, right? The largest companies in the world, they're spending billions of dollars with Nvidia. We're talking Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Google, Oracle, and everyone else. But you know that already. But Nvidia isn't alone. It's some competition. You got AMD, which has been aggressively building AI accelerators and trying to win market share. Why? Because AI demand is so large. One company probably won't serve everybody. That's why you can't be mad at Lisa Su and AMD. They don't need to beat Nvidia, they just need to keep competing. And then we have Broadcom. Broadcom doesn't get enough attention, at least from my perspective, because Broadcom is helping companies build custom AI chips. Think about it. Instead of buying all of the self chips, there are companies creating their own. And that's a huge opportunity. So they found the link. So most investors stop there. They see the brain, they buy the brain, and they think they're done. But the brain alone isn't enough, because even the smartest brain is useless without memory, which Jensen Huang said is layer 2. It's the fuel. So you got companies like Micron, SanDisk, and the DRAM ecosystem. Well, let's imagine the smartest person on earth. Now imagine they can't remember anything. They're not nearly as useful anymore. That's AI without memory. And it also consumes data and massive amounts of data, and every question, every image, every search, every prediction, every interaction requires information, and that information has to be stored somewhere. And mind you, these companies started blossoming and blooming when Nvidia CEO said we have a memory constraint. And that's where memory comes in. Micron is one of the most important companies in the AI revolution. Why? Because they build the memory that allows AI systems to function, specifically high bandwidth memory, HBM, right? HBM. Remember that. I'm teaching you something here. HBM becoming one of the most valuable assets in AI because AI chips can alone move fast, data feeding them. No memory, no speed, no AI. Chips are worthless. Then there's SanDisk, another key player. Think of storage as the library. Think of memory as the librarian. You need both together. And as AI models become larger, memory demand explodes, and that's why investors are going crazy behind this memory. And because the fuel supporting AI becomes just as valuable as the engine. But now let's think of another problem. Chips can think, memory can store information, and how does that information move? That's layer 3. It's called photonics. Right? Think about them as highways. You got the companies AAIO, AXTI, and AEHR. Let's break that down. Imagine Atlanta, LA, Miami, New York, rush hour. No highways, no roads, no infrastructure. Something has to stop. That's what happens when inside of AI without photonics. Photonics is essentially light-based communication. It's called optical technology, laser-based transmission. And why does that matter, Trap? Well, because AI data centers are moving ridiculous amounts of information. Not millions, not billions, trillions. That's right, trillions. And electrical connections actually become bottlenecks because some companies are only turning to optical technologies. Light moves faster, more efficiently, more scalable. And AAOI builds optical networking products. AXT provides critical materials, and AEHR tests those systems before they deploy. Think of the layer as the highways. Smarter AI gets, the more traffic creates, and the traffic can't move if everything slows down. So brings me to the next category, which is compute. This is the fourth layer that Jensen Huang told us to focus on. These are the factories, the IRENs, the CIFRs, and the NBISs, right? Everybody talks about chips, but nobody talks about where those chips live. Where you live at? Where you paying rent to? Because chips don't live inside of stock charts. They live inside of buildings, massive buildings, gigantic facilities, data centers, compute infrastructure. Think of those companies as factories of AI, the actual physical locations where AI works, where it learns, where it runs, where it scales. Think about the AI gym. That's what we would like to call it. So let's start with IREN. Many people know IREN as a Bitcoin mining company, but that story changed. Well, the same thing SanDisk did. There was a camera chip company, and that changed. Now they are aggressively building AI infrastructure. Why? Because AI needs compute, and compute demand is exploding. And then we have CIFR, CIFR. Again, infrastructure, facilities, power, scale, compute. Then we have Nebius, NBIS, right? One of the most interesting stories in the AI infrastructure game. They're building cloud and AI infrastructure for the future. Here's the key. Without compute, the chips have nowhere to go. Then memory has nowhere to go. Photonics have nowhere to go. And the factory matters. The factory needs one thing. Layer 5, energy. Good old electricity. Companies. We talking about Bloom Energy and we talking about Fluence. Now, this might be the most important part of the layer because without energy, everything dies. No chips, no memory, no photonics, no compute, no nothing. Because data centers consume enormous amounts of electricity. Some consume as much power as a small city. And demand is accelerating, not slowing down, accelerating. So first we talk about Bloom Energy. It helps solve this problem. They provide on-site power generation, meaning companies don't have to rely entirely on the grid, which we know is old and washed up. Now, Fluence focuses on energy storage because Generating power is one thing, storing it is another. And the world is entering an electricity race. And AI is more handicapped without electricity. Because every new AI model, every new data center, and every new deployment needs power. So without energy, the AI revolution stops. So I said all that to say this. Most investors are just looking at Nvidia, and I get it. It's the safest play. It's the king of the castle, and I understand. It's one of the greatest companies this world has ever seen. It's Apple of the early 2000s. He gave us a map. Jensen gave us the map. The brain, the fuel, the highways, the factories, and the electricity. That's the AI ecosystem. That's how the AI actually works. That's how Wall Street is increasingly looking in the future. Because the next wave of AI winners may not come from the company that everybody already knows. They come from the companies that make the entire system possible. And the investors who understand this ecosystem often find opportunities long before the crowd. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trap. When I say Wall Street looks like us now, I'm talking about me and you getting some money in the stock market. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and share this video with somebody you know want to make money in the stock market. Salute.